All right. Live in living color with all the picture and the surround sound. That means it's time to go back to the future on this changing weather Sunday, man. I don't know why I get an intro for my D-Lo show that I usually get, but I had to do it because the weather is really changing. Because we're in March, and it's time to get to March Madness in. I'm the D-Lo show, and with me, as always, Chad Big Time Vandermark, who's ready to get this March
What's
Madness
up?
started with me.
What up? What up?
Yo, yo, Back to the Future, they had a musical this week in my city at the
Oh,
Hippodrome.
word?
Yeah, it was here all week. But then take,
I don't
but I
know when
heard
I don't know if it's coming here, but I heard it was good.
that sounds lit. I would like to see that do sound lit because they probably went through all parts. Or probably the first one because that's probably the most recognizable one. I don't know if they do the sequels and stuff, the sequel and the third. But if they do the sequel and the third, I can see them doing that though. They was here all week from Tuesday to Sunday. Sunday's the last day. You got a show tonight. If I had I would have used my credit card to go, but I said, no, I don't feel like paying it back at the end of the month. But
How much was the tickets, dude?
some was they're not bad prices. Some were like 70, between 70 and then I seen 90. So not terrible.
It ain't bad for a musical though.
Yeah, so I was like, not terrible. And I was like, nah, I'm like, nah, we'll be on that. So that gave us inspiration. Well, gave me a little inspiration if, and a little bit of what we talked about last week. If we were making the fourth, if the Back to the Future creators somehow found this podcast here and hit us up like, yo, can you take over the fourth edition of this movie if we don't feel like it? And we're like, sure, pal, we'll take over the reins for you guys. We'll make something that's
Like,
modern for
like,
you.
like, like, y'all make the movie, but since we got we can produce it and put it out. You make it like we make it, but then you give it to us, and then we do what we got to do to put it out, type thing.
Right, that type of shenanigans. So we was brainstorming a little bit, brainstorming a little bit last week. And I think we found a couple of solid solutions that could be the start of a fourth one if that inspiration is coming. So I was thinking the setting. The setting, it could be New Mexico. I'll say more New Mexico because it's way more uh, deserty, and they can go back like in the olden times and olden days and have like a little mini town where you can be like, hey, where the kids was growing up. And how the start of the movie is, maybe the kids they find old blueprints of the old DeLorean, and they're like, Dad, they're like, wait a minute, why's he got this blueprints for the DeLorean? And they asked their mom about it. So it's like, let's just say me and our dad met in interesting circumstances. He saved my life in a way that they explain about saving the life, and they confront him, and it was like, wait a minute, how did you know I was going to die? Because he explained that you're supposed to die, and I saved you. They're like, wait a minute, how are you supposed to know? How you know I was supposed to die? So they ask him more, pressing more about this stuff, and they get the answer out of him saying, "I am from the future, from 1985, and I decided to save you guys so we can make a family." And they're like, "What was the future like?" And he explains them all different types of things, good things that happened in his day, and things that happen in the future as well. And they're like, "Can we go? Can we build it?" I was like, and he's like adamant, saying, "No, no, no, we're not doing it." He's adamant on doing it. But the kids, they get his resourcefulness, smarts from him, and they decide to try to figure out how they can build it out. That's the first like 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes of the movie. Of them trying to find parts in their time. And by God, with the power of the train, with the train CJ, they get the device working. And they go to this year, 2026, way too far in the future, not 1985 or 86, 85. That sounds like a solid concept to start. At least a start. And then they get a culture shock for themselves. That's like a solid starting point. At least a starting point.
Yeah, and when they get to 2026, they come. I just got an idea. They come to 2026, and they come and they see the new things in this century and this decade that even 1985 don't have, like these types of cell phones and these types of internet and types of people that grew up in the 80s but that are older, like my fat bald old ass, and and um and how technology has changed even from 1985 in these 40 years, and they find things like they find this podcast and they're like, so we find this podcast about what seems to be like our old our lives when we were younger. So I wonder if it has anything to do with us. Let's go find these people and see if they know anything else. So they take the train that they got and they go to they try and see if they can find out where I am or where the Delo show is, and they go and they get in the train, and after a while they show up in either Baltimore or they show up in Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
trying to find the creators of The Future Is Now. Trying to figure out why these people are obsessed with.
You want to have us in the movie? You want to have us in the movie as guest writers
as guest writers and guest appearances and whatnot. Trying to figure out why we are obsessed with figuring out their past and what their reality is and whatnot. So they show up and they looking for me and D-Lo.
Oh man, they in for a culture shock. Come to
For
my
real.
city.
Especially if they try, especially if they find D-Lo, they in for a culture shock.
Oh, they in for a city shock. They be like, what are all these big cars and buildings and fluff it is, dummy? Why am I a dummy? That's not a fun thing.
Yeah, you big dummy.
That's a term of endearment. You can't use it all the way.
I know, right? and now nobody can use Black History Month because it ain't February no more.
Yeah, Oh well, it ended with some that month ended with some tragedy, but it's okay.
I know it ended with a lot of tragedy, but that's a different story for another day. So they find me or they find D'Lo. They trying to figure out why we so obsessed with their childhood and with their parents and whatnot. So they find one of us and and they end up, let's see, which one do they end up finding? Do they end up finding the sensible one or the one that they gonna get culture shock from?
Yeah, because if you on the ball, if they ever do come to ball, they gonna be like, hold up. They gonna hear all types of
Hold
dummy,
up, wait a
weird,
minute.
what it
They're gonna be all
is.
kind of scared and whatnot if they find D'Lo.
I don't know what your area is like. I heard a lot of rumors about your city, Milwaukee. Like
Yeah, Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
be tripping.
Yeah, I heard about y'all. You right? Y'all run.
That's why
Y'all,
that's why I don't be living in Milwaukee no more. I don't even be working in Milwaukee no more.
yeah, I heard
But
y'all run
anyway,
some
back
shit.
to the movie. So the kids come to 2026, whether they fight me or D'Lo or wherever they land, they end up getting a big ass culture shock because just being 40 years ahead in the future, they're just not used to it.
Shit, shit,
So
88,
they
shit.
so so they obviously they got to look out for changing the timeline and messing things up like Marty did in Back to the Future 2, and he wanted to check everything out after they got to 2015.
Mm. And they find something that they love. I must put out what they're gonna like. I know it's a select area, but Old Bay hot sauce. They get some Old Bay hot sauce and they bring it back to their time. They like, yeah, let's get some Old Bay hot. They're like, ooh, this hot sauce good. They get a chicken box, they get some fries, and they like, let me get some. They're like, you want some hot sauce? You want like, sure. Like we got Old Bay and we got regular. It's like, what's Old Bay? And then they get the curiosity. They're like, ooh, let's get this, and they find some. So like,
At
let's
least
bring it
it,
back home.
at least it's not like an almanac.
But that hot sauce, when they bring it back, it changes a lot of things. They can bring some hot sauce, and they find a phone too. They find a cell phone too, and then that cell phone, they find out that their dad was a big scientist in his day in 1985, and they bring that cell phone back to their time. But when they go back to their time, it's all fires and like, it's like it just like they about to go through some like they're going through hard times in their day. And in that, they see their father about to go down, but they saved him. They couldn't save they saved him, but their mom they couldn't save her because people were ambushed and they took them away and stuff. So they were with their dad and they try to go. They're like, "What did you guys do?" He's like, "We just brought this phone back. We like, didn't I tell you not to bring anything back from the old day, from the future to now?" And say, "No, no, no, you changed everything. We gotta go back and we gotta figure out where did you get this device from?" In that device, so they try to go back, but they don't have enough coal to get back. So they gotta find a way to get some coal in their area. And they was had some tough struggles because the people that invaded them, they took a lot of their resources. And their resources limited. They got to find a way to a different way. And the way they use it is one of those machines. Excuse me, one of the machines where you use on a track and you go up and down, and it's like the increased speed. I forget what they call it, but it's like a pulley machine, go up and down, and they use that to try get it at least 88 miles per hour, and they get it and they go down the hill. They find a way to do that. They go down the hill and they zoom back into the future. But they don't go to 2026. They go to 1986 or 96, one of those years. And it's conveniently to the moment where Doc and Doc and Marty, they was trying to test their system out. And they see them from afar, like, holy snap, this the night where I found out my time machine work. And they see them going into time.
It was 85. You talking about at the mall?
Yeah, the mall.
Twin Pines Mall, 1985.
Yeah. So he go to the mall in 1985. And they're like, Marty. They're like, Marty's like, wait, what? Who the heck? What the heck is this? And they find a young version of him. They're like, wait, who are you? It's like, Doc? He figures out it's Doc. And he's like, yeah, it's Doc, it's me. And it's my kids somehow. And he's like, wait, what? How the heck you get over here? And he explains everything. And Marty's mind is just explosion. I said, we need to get some coal to get back to 2026 to get rid of this cellular device. It's like, what is that? It's like, it's a cell phone. It's a phone that you use in the future. But Mario's like, oh, cool. He's all into it because he's young. He's like, oh, snap. He see all the stuff that's going on. He's all distracted.
Like all the buttons and the accessories and what you can do on the cell phone and whatnot.
Right. He's distracted because we young folks. We see something new. We're like, hey, what's that?
Yeah, it's like somebody's new toy and whatnot.
Right. It's like a new toy. So he gets wrapped and distracted and doesn't try to help them. He's like, I could use this. He's like, I can use it. We can use this thing, and we can use this more than just bring it back to the old days. And the kids are kind of like being along with it, like, can we keep it, Daddy? And Mario's like, we gotta take this thing back. We can't play with this. And you're gonna mess up the space continuum type of thing with this device. He's like, can we just patent it or whatever? But no. And that's where things get more dicey because Marty gets attached to it. He's like, no, we're keeping this thing. So he got to fight with Marty and sneak out at night or whatever. And then that's where that's the part where I'm kind of like a little off after that part. Maybe we can have Marty be the heel in this one in some weird instance where he wants to keep the device.
If what you talking about really happens, then let me think for a minute.
Well, maybe go to iPhone. A fruit phone.
If what you said really happened, if the kids show up in 85 at Twin Pines Mall, then
curve bullets.
You're watching TV again, everybody.
I just no, because the way they shot the gun and then they rolled.
What did you watching, D-Lo?
They moved out of the way. It's The Painter. I don't know this movie. It's The Painter. I don't know what it's about.
Sorry for the close up, everybody. But so basically, what it sounds like, I just had another idea. So what it sounds what could happen is if Marty being the heel might not be a bad idea. If he was the heel, to all you non-wrestling folk out there, a heel is a bad guy. So you can have Marty you could have them get in an argument. Marty has the phone, and then the Libyans come and they shoot Doc. And then Marty, then you go through the whole rigmarole of Marty jumping in the DeLorean, and he has a cell phone that time, and he goes back to 1985, and then the whole thing happens all over again.
Ugh.
So it's just like a big ass loop.
They go through all that again.
Yeah, but it's a different Marty though, because now you're gonna have three Martys back in 55.
Oof.
The original one, the one from number 2 that met that had to get the almanac back, and then the one that got the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be 3 Martys back there.
That's a lot of people's man gonna be like, what the fuck?
So each Marty got to avoid each other Marty, or they gonna screw up everything more and more.
Right.
I mean, I can't think of no other way to have it go than to have that Marty from 85 with the cell phone jump in the DeLorean and have it get up to 88 miles an hour and go back to 1985, unless you have that Marty get back, jump in the DeLorean and keep it under 88 so he doesn't go back to the future. That's the only 2 ways I can think of that happening.
I think
Of
kids
him.
gotta be a hero. The kids gotta be the hero because they're like, okay, we see this Marty is going a bad way with the phone, so we gotta. And they seen their dad get shot, so they gotta save their dad and to avoid him getting shot or getting
So
killed.
they gotta not only save their dad,
and they gotta get the phone back.
they gotta save their dad from getting shot, which is gonna traumatize the shit out them. But they also got to get their phone back and return back to their own time.
Right.
Which means that if you think about that logically, which I don't like doing, if you think about it logically, then he just done built the DeLorean. So if he does go back to the future, back to 55, then there's no way for the kids to go get the cell phone back. So he's gonna have to stay in 85 for the kids to find him somewhere.
They ain't gonna have to do it the same way. They might need to use that train to find a way to get it back, get to 55 as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're gonna have that train there because that's how they got back to 85.
So they use the train. They find coal in the 1985 area. In 1985, they get the coal. They go to 55, and then they try to find Marty.
All right, now let me ask you
evil
this.
Marty.
Let me ask you
The evil
something.
Marty.
Where is you coming up with this whole coal idea?
I was thinking because of 1885, because it's the kids of the Dot kids, so they think they gotta use the coal to do the train.
Did we ever find out how if the train ran on coal or what it ran on?
It did ran on coal at the end. I remember that being one of the last ones.
When the train came to 1985, did he say it runs on coal?
I remember this. I think it said Cole. Yeah, because I remember saying it. And
Yeah, I don't remember that part, but that don't mean it's not true. I don't remember it. You know how my memory is, D-Lo.
yeah, I was just using Cole because that ain't
All
gonna
right, I
know.
mean I
But
could watch it because I
that,
had a movie on my DVR. So when my wife go to sleep, I could watch it, but I don't remember. I don't remember it saying Cole, but that don't mean it didn't happen.
well, will do that research. But anyway,
Yeah, I'll do
they
that
find what
research.
they need. They find what they need. Get back to the find Marty, the evil Marty. They in the tug of war at the dance, and even though Marty's rocking out, and the other Marty's trying to avoid himself being seen,
Yep.
they
You got the Marty from
the
if I
first
remember
one.
correctly, you got the Marty from the first one up on stage singing Johnny B Good, acting all
Yeah,
crazy and whatnot. Then you got the Marty from
oh, no.
the number two with the under the table with the leather coat, and then you got the evil Marty with the cell phone from number three, or
Yeah, the
the third
fourth.
Marty from number four. My fault.
Yeah.
See, even I be getting messed up. Even making these
Hypotheticals. Yeah,
hypothetical joints.
yeah, it's a lot, but oh, shout out old man. And then they eventually the kids do find the other Marty, and they try to explain to Wanda to they try to find their doc. They need the help of the doc from that day, 1955. So I
Yep.
got kids, and they need their help to try to get them back into the day because the train got destroyed. CJ,
Yep.
the train got destroyed because some evildoers when they came in, they crashed and they crashed into some items and the trains all were destroyed and stuff. Similar to what happened in the first or the second one, and they need to redesign or refurbished. So they find the Marty, they get the cell phone from him, and then after a big tug of fight, they get the cell phone back with the help of the doc, and they get back into the time machine, and they prevent their father from getting shot by hitting the truck where I think in the first one they pop out the truck and they shot Doc, and they stopped the shooting from happening. So they say their pops in a way, and they say we got the cell phone back there. Should with the Marty in the past, but the Marty in the past ain't with us. Are we good? He said, yeah, we good as long as we get the phone back. And they go back to 2026 and they get there. They just throw the phone away and they throw the phone in the harbor or something. They throw that phone in the harbor. Just throw it. And they go back to their old time. But not knowing they let
So like in number two, at the end of number two, when Doc tells Marty to burn the almanac, they they did he just tells the kids
right.
to throw the cell phone
Just throw the phone in the water
in
and
the
get
water,
rid of it.
and it destroys the phone.
Right.
Dude, you need to get off there.
Mhm. Right. So they throw the phone and get rid of the evidence and get that joint out there. But not knowing, they don't ask their dad. They don't say does the dad from the back in the day, I mean the Marty from back in the day that they left, is it going to affect anything? And they're like, nah, he should disappear. He'll be all right. but not knowing that the Mari from the past that went to 1955 grew up and stayed alive somehow. And that can segue to number 5. I know it's gonna be some weird logic, but hey, that's how you and then you can see the evil Marty McFly version grow up in 1955 and try to plan for world domination takeover.
Yep.
How you know how to make a deleted device? And then you can segue number 5 if you want. But that was a weird version of number 4 that we made.
That was a weird version of number 4.
That was a BS. That was us just bull spin. You know, so yeah. Well, that was a nice little exercise. That took about a half hour of our creative minds, in a way. So, but if Back to the Future they listen, they're like, "Yo, that's not a horrible idea. We'll make some."
That's not a horrible idea. You know what I'm saying? If that them dudes could help us, they can help us make the number 4. It sounds better than the one we already got going.
Yeah, that's.
By the way, if you want to get a hold of us, just contact us through this YouTube channel. We'll be happy to help you.
Right, email us, and then we'll be able to pitch some more ideas that may be a little different. Try something new. All right.
And just so you know, I'm the one. I just introduced D-Lo to Back to the Future a couple months ago.
It was an idea. I always seen bits and pieces from it from back in the day, but I never really watched it fully. So I got to watch it fully from start to the finish.
You still haven't watched from start to finish?
No, originally before I did eventually watch it from start to finish.
Oh, I'll finish say. You better start. You better watch them start to finish now, because you ain't got no reason not to.
Nah, I can't even find them more. I'm glad I watched them when I did, because it's not even on Hulu no more. He took that joint off. I was like, damn. And I try to look for it on.
Oh, that's right. You ain't got regular cable or nothing. I ain't got regular cable neither, but you might be able to stream them somewhere. You can't even stream them anymore, I don't think.
I try looking on Netflix. I try looking on other places, but
yeah. See, this dude that I be messing with Keith about, that tells me he be writing for MLW, told me that they're gonna be on Netflix forever. They ain't on there. They're not on Netflix. The only reason why I got them on my DVR is because at Christmas time they was on AMC like all the time. You might want to check AMC or AMC Plus if you have it.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, you need to get one
because they be on AMC sometimes.
Yeah, get that subscription. If you get that subscription, you can watch it whenever you can please. Yeah. Also seen Fandango, not the wrestler.
No, not the wrestler, because he retired. Yeah. By the way, this is a cheap plug, but if there's any, and I might start a podcast for this. I don't know yet, but if there's any Dukes of Hazzard fans out there, it is down on Tubi, from what I understand. And if you don't have Tubi, if you have a Roku TV, there is a classic TV, a classic streaming channel that you could get probably the first 10 episodes to stream for nothing.
Yeah. So I'm on TV now. They got a documentary of Back to the Future. So that's close. That's close thing you on there. That's the closest thing you're gonna find on there. We got the people talking about
on Tubi. Oh, I didn't say nothing about. Look and see if they got anything for Dukes of Hazzard on Tubi, because I saw John Schneider on Facebook earlier said that they was back on Tubi, back on TV, and I said, dude, that's not on TV. That's streaming. They're two different things.
Yeah, Tubi free. That's a clutch one. They got a lot.
Yeah, Tubi free. I know they be having an old show that I watch. I still watch to this day. when I was a kid that was on there called The Facts of Life.
All right, but they got Deuce of Hazard, the beginning. I don't think is that the one.
No, that's not. Does it is it a movie or is it a TV show?
It's a movie. It's some old. It's
Nah,
some old
nah.
stuff.
It's a TV show called The Dukes of Hazard. It's got 7 seasons. It stars John Schneider, Tom Wopat, uh, Catherine Bach.
I like when you
Thank
look.
you.
You can look up their names. If you look up their names, you can find it. That's a lot
Yeah, I
easier.
could. I'll check it. I'll check it when I get out to the living room, or I could check it in here if I can find the damn remote. I be
Wait,
losing shit.
got Jeezy on here? Wait, Jeezy's on here? No.
They got Jeezy on Tubi.
Yeah, they got something about Jeezy on. They got the Thug Life Motivation of Jeezy. Something. It's him looking up with P Diddy and them boys and his
Man,
career.
don't nobody care about P Diddy no more.
Got
Not
the
after
brand new
not,
Jeezy
not after
motherfucker.
dudes think he killed Biggie. Trying to blame Tupac and Suge when he probably did it himself.
The heck? I'm Tupac, nigga. What you think this is, man? All right, but what the heck? Hulk Hogan with short hair. Oh yeah, I got a Hulk Hogan movie on this. When I type in John, it got Hulk Hogan's The Ultimate Weapon.
What movie?
The Ultimate Weapon, brother.
I ain't never heard of that movie, brother.
Was in 1998. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this. They got
Yo, they showed on they showed somewhere earlier today they showed that a pair of Hulk Hogan's yellow boots, them joints sold for $1 billion.
billion. Hell, will it be? You BSing.
No, million.
What I say, like billion? Like damn, this
Million,
price.
a million point 37 $1.37 million. That's still a lot of money for Hogan boots. Especially since mugs think that he a racist and he did all that bullshit. That's still a
Well, he
lot
got
of
a lot of.
money.
Well, he got a lot of fans. And he got a lot of fans that they don't even care about that. Like, I don't care about that, brother. That's not related to me, Jack. So, that's probably the most I ever heard about boots being that expensive.
I mean, I've seen ring worn boots go for that high.
That's if that's the case, I'm surprised not multi-million-dollar, like $3 million and plus, because Hulk was the biggest guy in the industry at one point.
He still is.
Always,
I mean, he's still bigger than Flair. I don't care what people say. People say, I hear people say, well, Flair put wrestling on a map. No, the hell he didn't. Hogan put Hogan put wrestling on the map. If it wasn't for the old man and Flair, the old man and Hogan, wrestling would not be where it was today. I mean, I'm sorry. I know Vince did all them territory owners wrong, but if it wasn't for Hogan and Vince, then wrestling would not be where it is today, or where it was before he sold WWE. Now wrestling is in the toilet. At least some of it.
All right, but yeah, back to 2005.
We finna get in trouble because we're not talking strictly about Back to the Future.
I mean, it'll be alright because I was trying to look for it, and I was trying to look for something else Back to the Future, but it's not on there. So I mean, but yeah, it's a lot of nowadays. So just you gotta get a subscription for Back to the Future. If you want to get but if the people over here want Back to the Future,
I mean, if I can find my remote, I might be able to find something on the
But no,
I can find my remote. I might be able to find something on the TV about Back to the Future, but I don't know. I can't make no promises.
oh, yes, what it is. Back to 2005. That's a movie that's on Tubi. It's
Was
like it gives a little vibe of Back to the
it
Future.
was it was under all these goddamn baseball cards.
It's how about time travel. He was in 2005, but then he got moved. He went to the future to
Who did?
2025.
Who
Or
did?
it's on Tubi. It's called Back to 2005. He's trying to get back to
Oh,
2000. So it's funny. It's this guy from the 2000s. He a time traveler, and he's trying to get back. It's funny as hell. It's goofy funny. I might watch that afterwards. I'm not that. I mean, I'm never that. Oh yeah.
oh, here we go. The Roku channel. Oh, I got Tubi right here.
Back over. Yeah, all you got is the documentaries. And with the Tubi,
Another thing I be watching a lot of, and I know people gonna laugh like hell at me, because I be a 53-year-old man watching me some Scooby Doo.
Ain't no wrong with that. I watch Scooby Doo every once in a while. Every so when I play all different types. Ain't no wrong with that. That's a classic. I watch SpongeBob.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
The only reason I ever watched SpongeBob is because my kids made me.
I watched the first few.
Dad, sit your ass down and watch SpongeBob with me. Them dudes, them little dudes made me watch a lot of stuff I would never watch on my own, like SpongeBob, like Drake and Josh, iCarly.
Hey, okay, they had. I say they my age. We was watching those two. Victorious.
How old is you, D-Lo?
I'm 29. So we're around the same age right now.
They younger than you. My kid right now, I'm still pissed at him. That dude went to go see Elimination Chamber last night. I told you.
Yeah. Went to the chamber. He ain't getting one for
the chamber. And then he told me he couldn't afford to go, and then he ended up going with his girl. I'm mad as hell.
Nah. She said, man, let me go with you.
Nah. I did. I tried, but he dissed me for his girl. What else is new?
Nah, so he's like, I don't want to go with you, Pops. I'm gonna bring my lady. Well, hope they had a fun time.
This is the dude that said I'm gonna come over and watch a pay-per-view with you, but you got to keep your phone down. I'm like, all right. So I kept my phone down. This nigga had his phone the whole time, and then he said, I'm gonna leave early because I'm falling asleep, and then I find this nigga out in the bar with his friends 30 minutes later.
He's fun. He's like, I'm gonna stay away. He's like, I got second wind in me.
Yep.
Got second wind in me.
Yep.
Say, man, I'm finna go in the house. I'll go and do something else.
Yeah. He said positive. It's a funny thing. I said, well, he said, I left the crib and I wasn't tired no more. I said, yeah, I figured that.
So I'm going somewhere else. So I'm going somewhere else. All right. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's the only thing back is back to the money. What the fuck? Oh nah, yeah, we ain't got no. The Black Six bounce back. Yeah, they ain't got no. But yeah, if you still want to see it, you got to buy it from the subscription site. They got on Amazon, funny enough. But that's it. Yeah, no documentaries. Anyway, it's about 45. It's card time. I still got my cards from the 1 pack. I still got 10. I still need to reveal.
All right,
And
I got a bunch of stuff I can reveal, but it's gonna take more than one episode to reveal what everything I got. So
all right, well, I'll start with mine because I got my 5 with me, and we might as well get it popping. Get out of here.
oh yeah, I got this back in time right here.
Yeah, that documentary. Yeah, 2015. Back when back when things were a little simpler. I guess it's the 3rd year anniversary of. I guess at that time it was the 3rd year anniversary of it.
Yeah, now it's the 40 year, or
Yeah,
now it's past the 30 year, 40 year.
it's 40, 41 now. It'll be
Yeah,
41 later this year. When did it come out? 80. When did it
yeah.
come out? The amount of the
The
day.
very first one. When did I could find out?
The
I
first
was
one.
crazy young. I was a teenager when the first one came out. Hang on, back to reality. Oh,
Huh. The day before. Huh. The day before 4th of July. July
yep,
3rd. Huh. Huh.
1985, right?
Yep. Huh.
Yeah, I
That's
was 13 years old.
damn.
Well,
Okay.
excuse
Right, your
me.
teenage. Right, prime teenage age.
You wouldn't even thought of D.
Yeah, I was even. I wasn't even an existence. I wasn't even a creation. I was an
You wouldn't
idea.
even thought of.
I wasn't even a hypotenuse. None of that stuff.
No.
I wasn't even that. I was like, oh, oh, at least I survived all the other little G's. That's all I gotta say. At least I survived. All right, so let's get into. Oh, shit. All right, well, he's working. Okay, he's working. All right, let's go with our first reveal was a rookie this year, and he, just like our last guy, they're teammates, but but he has a brother, so it's Trevor Etienne. He's a running back for the Carolina Panthers. He came from Georgia University, and he had a pretty odd year for a rookie year. For at least for in the return game, he's very used man as returner, and he had he had a couple good games. He had 3 receptions, and he at least put up some good yards. So he's productive for the Panthers, and they made the playoffs. And in his last year at Georgia, he ran for over 600 yards, 609 yards, 5 yards a carry on 122 carries, 9 touchdowns, and he had 32 more catches for 164 yards. And he
If
got
y'all can't
drafted.
tell, he like football more than he like anything.
Yeah, he got drafted he got drafted in the 4th round of the 2025 draft, and 144, 114th. And then it said a versatile playmaker out of the backfield, ETN can impact the game both as a runner and pass catcher. Moving the ball on the ground, he gashes defenses with his ability to break tackles. Also excellent through the air, the dynamic back snags, throws, and dashes upfield to move the chains. So good for him. Well, good for you, ETN. You got a rookie card, and I could probably you at least had an RC score. So rookie. All right. Next one. Now this one tripped me out when I seen it. Rich Gannon, the QB from the Oakland Raiders back in the day. For all I know, I did not. For all I know, this QB is underrated. he started out. He started out as a kind of a bust, as a guy who was a high pick. And he bounced around for a few years, but he didn't find success. So he got to Oakland, and he had his career year, and he made the Super Bowl versus the Buccaneers, even though they got blown out. He still made it. He redeemed himself. Shout out.
Did he ever become anything?
He's an okay quarterback. He was 60% completion percentage, 28,743 yards, 180 touchdowns, 104 interceptions, and he had 21 touchdowns on the ground. Like he had that many. Oh, he
Me
went to
either.
Delaware. Anything else? But Gannon spent time with the full franchise, but he's announced with Oakland Raiders, where he won 2 Pro Bowl nods, 2 first team All Pro selections, and MVP too. I got MVP right here.
Wow.
And a Super Bowl appearance will do for you. The passing stacks up against Ken Stabler, Jim Plunkett, and other quarterbacks in franchise history. Now, the one thing I didn't know about this man was that there's a producer named Don Cannon, and whenever he's on the beat, he's like Cannon. I was like, how the hell did he get that? And I looked up how the origin came from, and it's from Madden. Pat Summerall. He used to be the play-by-play guy, and he used to say
With John
Gannon.
Madden.
Yeah, he used to say Gannon like that, and I was like, damn. So that's how he got it.
That used to be my favorite commentary team.
Look at all that football. Give me that Brett Favre. I just know John, man. I got him a little later, but he used to freaking love Brett Favre. I used to hear Brett Favre just so randomly. Like, Brett Favre, he's a hell of a quarterback. That's one gunsling I have on the team. And he just, similar how Chris Collinsworth talk about Patrick Mahomes.
I hate that dude. I can't stand him. I hate Chris Collinsworth. Oh my God, I hate that dude.
You know,
there's only one. There's only one. There's 2. Oh snap! I think my wife is making chocolate chip cookies.
Chris Collinsworth is making chocolate chip
even though she's supposed to be off her goddamn foot.
There's one guy who I would give my chocolate chip cookies to. That's Patrick Mahomes.
Man, Patty Mahomes ain't do shit but tear his goddamn ACL.
And
let that dude sit his ass down where he belongs. Fuck that guy. I hate that dude.
That you can't be negative about is Patrick Mahomes.
I could be negative as much as I want. You know who you sound like? You sound like my goddamn mother who said, "Don't be negative, Nelly, damn it."
Come on, don't talk about Patrick Mahomes like that.
This woman grew up her whole life in New York. And then she talking about the Yankees didn't make it to the playoffs. And then she talking about, I think I'm gonna root for Boston. I said, what the hell is you smoking, woman?
That's asinine right there. That is asinine. That's like me.
That's what I said, and then she thought I was tripping.
That's like me cheering for the Steelers. Golly, yeah.
For real, that shit don't happen, dude.
That's nasty.
That's like that's like me cheering for Milwaukee. Oh, wait a minute. I live here now.
You cheer for the Pack, bro. You cheer for the Pack, bro. You ain't even cheering for the Jets or the Giants. You from New York. Well, you ain't cheering for the Bills.
I cheer. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to cheer for the Bills, and then I remember the death of Jim Kelly. The 4 Super Bowl losses.
All
I
four
tried
of
and
them.
chill for the Jets, and I remember what happened. The last time they won a Super Bowl, I wasn't born yet.
Damn. Joe Namath had a sack of fish.
For
He
real.
sacrificed that win for
For
the
real.
Jets franchise. I
The
ain't know he
best
played for.
quarterback ever in NFL history
Oh,
is
Jet.
not Tom Brady.
Oh, who is it then?
The best quarterback in NFL history is tied between two people, Terry
Okay.
Bradshaw and Joe Montana,
Okay.
because they are both 4-0 and neither one of them cheated.
Well, Terry had a crackhead defense. That's that.
What happened?
Terry had a crackhead defense. Yeah.
I thought you said crackhead. I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, crackhead deep. Well, they had
I'm
the
saying he
mean
had a crackhead
line.
defense, but the dude is still 4-0. I don't give a damn if he still had a crackhead defense.
Did he ever win
Montana's
Super
4
Bowl
0. Okay,
MVP?
so if he had a crackhead defense, then it's Montana because Montana is still 4 0 and he didn't cheat.
Yes.
It's just like I said. What's his nuts? Hank Aaron hit 755 homers without no steroids.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's right. Huh. I didn't know he played in 2004. Man, he can keep that. So he retired right before I got into football. So
Who?
bye Gannon. Rich Gannon.
Oh.
I just looked at the last time before I went away. Oh, I didn't know
So
Gannon.
and Aaron Judge should be
The record.
the
You
home
talking
run
about
king of the American League and National League, not just the American League, because Barry
well,
Bonds is a juicer, and juicers don't count.
well, I guess he'll have to get past Sosa and McGuire. I guess them two.
No, because
Yeah.
they don't count neither, because juicers don't count, just like A-Royd.
Oh. He ain't never win no big awards.
No, but they about to put his dumbass in the hall.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's trying to.
before they put the other ones in, and he did steroids just like the other ones. He did steroids just like Bonds and McGuire and Clemens, or Bonds and McGuire and Clemens and Palmeiro and all of them, and they still fitting to put A-Rod in before all of them. Now that I find funny, and I don't know why.
Man, if Manny
If,
Ramirez ain't get in, or Rafi Palmer ain't get in, A-Rod's not getting in. Let's be
they
honest.
fit to put did they put Pedro in?
Yeah,
Because they
he's in. He's in.
Yeah, and he did steroids too.
I don't know. I ain't see that.
Just
When?
like that. No, people be talking about it. It's not proven, but people be talking about it. I never said he did it. Just like Big Poppy.
Man,
Just like Big Poppy. They say Big Poppy did it too.
I seen a couple stories of him. It was like he fell in 03. That's when he
Yeah,
really
and
felt it.
he did it, and he won a World Series in 03 when they beat the Yankees, or when they tried to beat the Yankees.
I think it's
When
Minnesota.
when Aaron Boone hit that
I
homer in
don't
the
think he was on
15th
that.
inning.
Was he on that team? I don't think he was on that team.
Yeah, that 2003 homer in the 15th inning. It be on the Yes Network. I still have it on TV, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably play that game every week, once a week.
They tried to.
When
That
it's
why
time
you
to-
think he's still a manager? Because they be trying to play that game every week. So George Steinbrenner's kid and Cashman keep his ass as a manager.
Well, he's in debt with them boys, so that's why. He said, "Hey, you help us out.
Well,
We help you out."
one homer in his entire career keeps him. that's worth of shit keeps him as manager? No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Especially when you
I mean,
can't
it
win
get
a
you to the
damn
World
game in the
Series.
playoffs.
I mean, get him to the. It got y'all to the World Series. If you think about it,
Yeah,
it
but
got
it
you to the
can't get
World
us.
Series.
Pat, it can't get us to win a World Series.
I mean, they like the appearances though, so I guess they like that, and it
That's
build up
all they're
their
gonna
resume.
like it, and all they want to do is they want to blame Aaron Judge and say Judge is the reason why the Yankees ain't win no World Series, or he can't win no World Series. Blame the manager.
Well, that's probably why they. Well, he didn't win the World Series then, so that's why he doesn't know how to win it too. Unless he's on the 2000 team or the late 90s teams.
Who? Boone?
Boone. Unless Boone's
No,
on them.
Boone only won in 2003, and not in them other years he was in the National League.
Oh well, there's your answer. He don't know how to win it because he wasn't on that team. Because Miami beat them that year.
Miami beat them in '97. They won in
In 03.
'96,
They beat him in 03.
'98. No, in '03, Boston beat them, didn't they?
I'm talking in the World Series, Miami. They got their ass. They got them. Boom. That was the last time they was actually relevant too. I only remember it because you feel me, one of my favorite players, Miguel Cabrera's on that team. That's the only reason I remember. And when I got LB the show, they was talking about young player Miguel Cabrera. I was like, okay. At least he got one ring.
Are you sure that the Florida Marlins beat them and beat the Yankees in '03?
I'm not as sure as it is going to be cold tomorrow in my city.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be cold in your city or not. It's going to be cold everywhere unless you're in Florida or California. That's for damn sure.
I get all kinds of weather up here, so it might be sunny and nice today, and it might be cold tomorrow. You never
For real.
know.
Yesterday it was 60. Today it's 30.
Right. So yeah, we got bipolar weather. All right. Anyway, we're getting off.
Man, shut up! I'm bipolar, motherfucker.
Hey,
it's not my fault.
Anyway, next card.
What happened?
Damn. Said, what'd you say about?
There's a difference. Oh, D'Lo said he got bipolar weather. That's why I brought it up.
That's why I got we got all the weird weather. Anyway, it might snow. It might snow tomorrow, for all I know. Anyway,
it snowed here. It snowed here yesterday, or the day before.
Damn.
It snowed the day before yesterday. It was 60 yesterday. It was 60 yesterday, and then today it's like 30.
All right.
Can't make up its damn mind what it wants to do.
All right. Next guy on this card is Cowboy Jalen Tolbert. He's a slot receiver for the Cowboys. He's a cool little slot for them. All right, and this is his best season. I got his best season card. He's 49 catches, 610 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Okay. Tolbert built on each of his first season with a breakout year in 2024, emerging as a consistent option for the Cowboys. The speedy wideout announced his presence to the rest of the league. Post career highs in catches, yards, and touchdowns. Well, I should have just named. And this year he was kind of injury, but he at least had a touchdown this year.
What year card is that?
2024.
So that's the year he was injured?
No, it was this. It was
last shit. Year. The Yankees just invited some minor leaguer to spring training.
Make sure
and spring training's half over because opening day's in like a month.
Less than a month. It's like a couple weeks away.
I know, right? I just got the notification on ESPN saying that they was inviting some infielder or outfielder to spring training and opening days in like 3 weeks.
Is Omar Vizquel?
No, Hang on, let me see. I'll tell you who it is in a
I
minute.
was joking around. Yeah, I was messing around. I know
It's
someone.
outfielder Randall. I can't even say
Randy
his
Rosarina? Whoa.
no,
Rosarina?
it's
I was upset.
Randall
I was upset.
Randall Grichuk.
Oh, Randall Gritchick. Gritchick. All right. I call him Gritchick. All right.
Grichuk. He's on a minor league deal with the Yankees, but he got invited to spring training.
All right. We had on this. We had a
Yo,
couple years ago or something like that. All right. He's
I
all
just
right.
got some more news that Danhausen quit the WWE after his Elimination Chamber debut, and it was
Hell
not a
no.
unanimous decision to sign him.
Hell no. You made your debut off of that? Damn.
You
After
made your
all that?
debut, and then everybody was tripping because, like, first of all, everybody was like, "Why wasn't it Jericho?" And then I had to break down to some people who I could that you're not gonna make that it's not gonna be Jericho because Jericho is on a contract freeze from AEW, and then
I knew it
people are
wasn't
like,
there.
WWE is not gonna hire Danhausen, and I'm like, why should it be Danhausen? And that's who it was, and they're like, why the hell did they hire him? And I said, I told you it was
I ain't
gonna
even
be
mad at
Danhausen.
everybody. I ain't mad at everybody mad at it, but it was kind of like, really? I still don't understand the Danhausen thing. I still don't understand it. Even when they
A
try
lot
to
of
them
people don't
AEW, I
understand that
never,
gimmick, dude. A lot of people don't
I don't.
understand that the Danhausen gimmick. Even I
It's
don't
like
at some point. And I
he's
know
like Sting if you
Danhausen.
shrunk him, and if you shrunk him in the dryer and put face paint on and add a cape with him. He's like a shrunken Sting. That's what vibes I get. I'm like, dang, you're Sting with a cape.
You're Sting with a cape, dude.
That's why I think every time I see it, like, just that, dude, you're not that. I mean, but hey, if they want the merch that he can get,
It's not
it's
just the
all.
merch, dude. I don't understand. Not many people understand the whole Danhausen gimmick and understand the meaning behind it, like yourself, or sometimes, or even me, or whatever. Not
They think
everybody
they can sell them
understands.
capes. They think they can sell with them capes. That's what they looking at merch. But that's an outside. So we'll see if he has his debut before Royce Keys comes. They're not be Noseman's not being
What you mean?
Alexander.
Royce Keys is already there, dude.
We haven't seen that brother on TV since the Rumble. He has not appeared nowhere else
Still, I
other
thought
than
I heard. I mean, I
no,
haven't watched it yet, but I heard that he
no.
did
He hasn't been
a
on the
interview and
Raw.
whatnot.
He hasn't been on the SmackDown. He hasn't been on NXT. He hasn't been on Evolve. The only thing we seen that brother on was a couple main events, and who gives a fuck about that. But
That's
where
crazy. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. We have not seen that brother on television. He's not appeared not once. The only time we've seen his appearance is when they go to the commercial. Well, they come back from commercial and he's talking to Stephanie McGrand. That's the only time we've seen that man.
That's where I saw him. That interview with
That's the
Steph.
only time. We have
That's
not
it.
seen that brother on television. That is it. We have not
See,
seen him
man,
on
I'm gonna be real with you. Watching SmackDown is getting boring to me because it's 3 hours
television.
now.
It shouldn't be 3 hours. It's a crime that it's 3 hours.
I know it's a crime, and people think I'm crazy because I don't want to watch SmackDown because it's 3 hours.
It should only be 2 hours. It's always been 2 hours. Even they tried last year, it was boring because they
And
kept
it's boring
stretching it.
now, dude. When I tried to watch the first episode of SmackDown from this year, last week, I fell asleep. I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
I gotta watch it in phases, man. I gotta watch
That
it
ass, I
one
could not
part,
do it.
and then I watch it later. I watch one part, then watch a little bit later. Like, all right, I need a break. I'm like, I need a
Yeah,
halftime break, time out. That's
yeah,
how I
for real.
am. That's how I am with
Kind
SmackDown.
of like I used to do with Raw and SmackDown and anything else with women's matches.
Oh,
That
damn.
was when I went to. That's when I went to the bathroom was women's matches.
Oh, God. No, that's the change is different, man. It took a while. You ain't rag on women's wrestling in a while. I changed it around.
I'm saying I don't do that no more. I do it now with Jade Cargill matches though. That's the bathroom
no,
match.
that's deliciousness right there. You cannot go
Or
when
Seabiscuit.
is on the screen. You
I do
cannot go.
it more with Seabiscuit though.
That's I can actually a little bit of jet to that angle. Cause Shaw ain't looking good. She still look alright, but she ain't looking like she's at least she had the big cannons, you know. Anyway.
And now with the Bellas.
I can't turn away from Nikki Bella. Now, but Bremo, I gotta mute when the Bremo comes on because I'm like, I don't need to hear that.
The Bree mode is just like Nia used to be back in the day, which is why they both got fired because they both dangerous in the ring.
Hey man, nah,
Just
Jax
like
is a
just like
legend.
just like
Nia
with just
Jax is a
like with
legend.
Nia, just
That's crazy
broke
when you said that. He said, "Oh hell no!" You just said that. Nia Jax
Nia
is a
broke Becky's face.
hey man. Her breaking her face led her to the main event of WrestleMania, so you gotta thank her for that. If it wasn't for her breaking
And
her face,
then
we wouldn't have Becky Lynch at WrestleMania main event.
and then Seth breaking Sting's neck.
Ah, that's different. I mean, Seth. I mean, he the golden boy for Triple H, so he's always gonna be all right.
That's
But
why you
Becky
need to
Lynch,
get. That's why you need to get rid of Seth, or that's why you need to get rid of Triple H, because Triple
I
H is
can't
garbage.
keep doing this no more. I'm gonna keep going up and going up and up and up and up, man. You know it. All right, let me get
Bring
my
Vince
next one.
Russo and then get rid of Triple H.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh
I don't
God.
know if I want that, bro. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
me either, bro.
Even though I like Russo a little bit, bro.
God damn, bro. My
Bro,
stomach is almost
no.
as big as the goddamn camera.
Couldn't do it, bro. I can't do
Holy
it,
shit,
bro.
bro. I can't do it, bro.
I can't do Russo, bro. You seem like an alright fella, but no, bro. All right, let's get to the next card.
Let's do the next card, bro.
All right, Austin Eckler. He was a former San Diego Charger. I know LA Chargers, but I still call him San Diego. That's how old I am. Anyway, he used to be running back for the Chargers, but then with the DC, he was splitting time with what's that dude with the running backs with Gibson and Brian Ross and a couple of the guys.
Just
But
like my guy refuses. He refuses to call them the Commanders. So he still call them the Redskins.
I call them Commanders a little bit more recently, but I still feel like they should be. I still call them the Redskins or the football team. I remember when they was the football team for a little.
Just like the Cleveland Guardians or the Cleveland Indians.
I had to give it. I
No.
had to give it when I was. They
You
was
know
the
that
Commanders.
team had
Yeah,
to pay the minor league teams just to use their name.
not surprised, but I didn't know that. But yeah,
Yep.
he's a cool running back. He's actually a good running back. But he got on this card, he had 77 carries, 367 yards, 4 TDs, and then 35 catch for
I need to start
366.
buying some packs, dude.
All right, on the back, it says with 3 seasons of double-digit touchdowns on his resume, Eckler is a player who excels at reaching the end zone. The experienced runner dialed up a vintage performance in Week 10 of 2024,
No,
delivering his
hold
first
up. I got some football news.
2
Unless they get
touchdown
traded to
games.
who?
Ooh,
Even somebody in the league or in the conference?
anybody. It don't matter.
Shannon? Even
It don't
somebody
matter.
in the NFC North?
Yes.
Damn. Yo, she just told me that Aaron Jones is fitting to get traded or get released unless he gets traded to somebody.
I want him back. The pack could use him.
I know, right? Yo,
Yeah, you could.
what's this? Speaking of football, what's this I saw about
Yeah, he
what's
scored
it?
touchdowns against the Steelers.
Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers possibly going to Minnesota and following Brett Favre's
I was
career
about to
path.
say, like, Minnesota? Like,
Yeah.
really?
Didn't
Ooh.
they just get some rookie that they was high on?
That'd be funny. They got McCarthy and they got some other.
They got McCarthy, and then they got that rookie that blew that game last year.
Yeah, Rosman. Yeah, they got him. They got them too. So that'd be freaking hilarious.
I mean, and that was Aaron. That was I don't know who came up with that, but McCarthy
That'd
wants
be
to keep
hilarious.
it.
That'd be
McCarthy
hilarious.
wants to keep him, even though they had that big blowout in Green Bay, and that's supposed to be the reason why McCarthy left.
Double check. Please do not come back to Pittsburgh. Please. Do like Russ did and get the heck up out of that city. You do not want to be with McCarthy again. Get out of there. Get out
This
of that
nigga's
environment.
praying on the podcast. He's got his
freaking
hands
do it.
together praying to
Don't
the God
do it.
Almighty above. That
Don't
double
do
check.
it.
Do not
Be
come back
like
to the
Russ
Steelers.
and get out of that environment. Be like Russ and get out of that environment. You don't need me in that environment. That's not.
See,
And
the difference
besides,
is
also,
Russ didn't do jack though. At least Aaron got to the playoffs.
Russ got to the playoffs too. What you mean?
I thought Russ didn't do shit.
He got to the playoffs. They got a little. They got to the playoffs because my Ravens beat them. That's all I know, and that's why Russ is the GOAT.
Man, the
You let the
Raiders
Steelers-
didn't do shit.
Man, we're talking about 2024 when he was there. You know me? So yeah.
So what happened? Then they got Pete Carroll, and then they went downhill.
Yeah, well, no, he went to New York. Russ went to New York, and then they just.
No, I'm talking about the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders. Oh, man, I don't care about the Raiders. They some shit. They fired. They got old coach and all that. Oh, there we go. All right, but yeah, but also he scored 2 touchdowns against the Steelers, and that's all I need to say on that, man. Because thank goodness. And good, and he's coming back from Achilles injury, so good luck to him.
Who is
Eckler? He tore his Achilles this year.
Okay.
So good luck trying to come back from that incident. And then my last card, who's coming up and making a name for himself, Bo Nix.
Oh
like
God.
Yep. Yeah, he's coming up.
Yeah, he good. Bo Nix is good.
Yeah. Look at it, 3,775 yards. League leaders. We literally. All right. He came on the back. It says came off the board as the 6th quarterback in the 2024 draft. At season's end, the Broncos signal caller finished at the top of the rookie passing charts with 3,775 yards. Even more important, he powered the Broncos to a 10-7 record for the 13th first double-digit win season since 2015. I don't like when he called campaign. So
yeah, me either. Campaign is stupid. Just say for the 2015 year or 2015 season.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand that. He's ranked number 11th on the card.
Aaron Jones need to come back and be the running back for the Pack. He should have never left in the first place.
I think he was. But yeah, believe in Bo. He got if he didn't get hurt in the change in the divisional round, I think they would have beat the Patriots. They'd have beat the Patriots, but Bo got hurt. So and they was cooked. They was cooked after that. He had 29 touchdowns his rookie year. He ended with 25 this year. He threw 600 times. Damn, that's a lot of throws. But yeah, Bo's going to come up, and then we'll see how they could go in the year 3 with them at QB. Let's see. All right, those are my cards. Those are my 5 cards.
I'm supposed to what, come up with 5 cards to show?
Yes. I know you got a lot of cards. You got a lot of cards.
I don't know. I got some in the mail, so and I just found these, so I'm a rip these open. So this is a reveal to not only me but everybody in here.
What came in the mail? These. Oh,
You couldn't see what came in the mail.
oh, damn, I can't see. Something came in the mail today. Oh, damn. These nuts. Hot. Got him.
Who got these nuts?
I was thinking that meme that like some came in the mail today. And it was like what? It was like these nuts. They're
These
like, ha,
nuts.
got him.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go there, man.
I
We
was,
supposed to be live on the air, and we supposed to go on Kish.
he'll
Whether
be
I
alright.
decide or not, it's a different story. But
He'll be alright. He'll be alright. He'll fuck it out. At least we on the two, We got options. A little bit of options.
yeah, we got options. Whether we do the tube or whether we do Kish or whether we do our little thing with Keith and the most excellent entertainment and network or whatever.
Hmm.
By the way, I'm sorry if I opened my mouth too soon when I just decided to volunteer you for shit. Did you
Oh
see that?
wow. You said which one? Hold on.
Did
Let me see.
did you see in there when I volunteered you for everything?
I seen it call. I was like, dang. You say
I said Dealer been learning all that. All you got to do is send him shit. He can do it. I'll let him do it.
I volunteered some edits, but I need a little more research on a couple of things. I need to do some research on a couple more things. Let's figure that out. All right. What you got
All
in the
right.
mail?
So these are some cards. I was only 3 years old, which means Dila wasn't even born yet.
I was even swimming at that time.
Nope. I believe these are.
Maybe that was maybe a little bit.
Damn, I can't even see. I need my glasses, which I ain't got yet. But these are. Some of these are 1976s, and some of them are 1975s. But it's gonna take a minute to get them open because dude taped them up real good to make sure they got to me really nice. These are off eBay, by the way. That's
Super
where I get
straight.
some of my cards.
He had the steam and steel. He steamed and sealed them joints. I
Yep.
remember that. That's a one strategy I remember. The steam and steel.
Dilo, did you hit up that
Info.
card shop again this week just to go look at it, even if you went to go look around?
Nah, I ain't go this week. I might. Nah, I ain't go this week. I might have to try. I might venture there this week.
Wait,
I might
is
venture.
that the only card shop near your house?
Yeah. There's another one that's like a retro store. I don't know if they sell
Like they
retro
sell
cards.
everything, or just you're talking about retro cards as in old cards
I mean,
like
retro
these?
games, probably retro shirts, retro merch, all that stuff.
All right, so how many cards do you want me to show?
Show 5. Go on.
5 cards.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
then
this is a 1972. This card is from the year I was born. This is 53 years old.
right.
This card is a 1972 Cleveland Indians outfielder Ted Ford. I just
Okay.
opened it. It's probably a common, especially since I never heard of him. Um,
Oh,
I put this on all of my socials. Every card that I have, this is gonna take me years probably because I'm a broke dick. But every card I have, I'm gonna be making a set out of, unless it's for me personally. So this guy is
You go on the 73 set or 72 set.
72 set.
Yeah, 72. There you go.
So he's I'm trying to see what position he plays.
Center fielder, Todd. Or Ted.
Ted Ford.
Ted Ford. Okay.
He's an outfielder, and he his average is about 200.
Hmm.
He was in the military services, so he missed about 2.5 years.
Salute. Salute, Brody. Okay.
He got a few triples throughout the years. He's a decent hitter. His highest average was in 1970 when he hit 326.
Okay. At least he got some positives. At least he got some positives. He said 200. I'm like, damn.
This is a 1974, I believe. 1974 Carl Smith. He plays.
Hmm.
He's an
Who you play?
outfielder for St. Louis.
Okay. All right, we'll move it up. All right. Okay.
Can you see it?
Oh, Reggie Smith. Okay. All right. I heard Smith. All right.
Reggie Smith.
Oh, I heard Smith. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
he plays outfielder for St. Louis. Wait a minute. All right, even I'm confused, and I don't get that confused. I don't get too confused that often. You say he played for the Red Sox. I never knew Red Sox was St. Louis.
Hmm. He must play for Boston before he went to.
No, it says all the years were St. Louis, so this is supposed to be a St. Louis. Unless it's an error card.
Reggie Smith. Let me see something.
I'll have to do some investigating, but it says right here 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, and 3 Red Sox on the back of the card. And then on the front of the card, you can clearly see Reggie Smith, St. Louis Cardinals.
Must have been the merger sometime. Must have merged into the Boston Cardinals.
I'll figure it out. Because St. Louis Cardinals used to be the Washington Pilots, I think. Anyway, he had a couple high hitting seasons over 300. One was it looked like 68, and then another one was 73. He had a couple. It looked like the highest hitting home run season he had was
317.
71 when he hit 30 homers and 95 ribbies. That's a good season right there. And then this one, it looks like these are 72 rookies for the Minnesota Twins. Bob Gerhart, who's a pitcher, Steve Bry, who's an outfielder, and Hal Hadel, who's a pitcher. These guys are all rookies, so there's not many stats on them at all.
Oh, what's his name? The Al Hadel? Hadel?
Hal Hadel, HALHAYDEL. Pitched 16 games in 108 innings. He went 9-3.
Oh, I got that out. Good.
And then Glenn Adams. He's an outfielder for the Giants. But here's the 72 rookies for the Minnesota Twins.
All right, is this a little to the right? Or left? A little up. Let me see. Up. Okay. C. Brown, Hal Hadel. All right, a little more to your left. What about the last dude? All right.
Okay. The last dude is Hal Hadel. He's the pitcher.
Okay.
And then this is Glenn Adams.
That's a... All right, so the twin triplets and then Glenn Adams. Okay.
Let me see if I turn the light off. It'll be better.
Ain't that something? Huh.
I thought it would be better with the light on.
All right. Gebhard. Yeah, let's see it. Gebhard. So, okay. All right. Got some, that must have been their big twin trio.
Yeah.
No, Brian. I need you tonight. That's what I don't need him tonight. I think I'm on this one. Whoa. I do need you, Brian. You need steals. You get a steal, Brian. Well, you're not playing. Oh, well. Okay. Got some vintage cars, I guess. The vintage days. Okay. All right. Okay, the next one. Damn, they went Hanley. 114-89. Expect to sell out the Spurs. So how come you claim the Packers, but you ain't claim the Buffalo Bills? It's funny as hell. Or the Giants. Or the Jets.
I claim the Bills. I just don't never watch the Bills. I don't never get to see them. I don't never get to see none of them teams. Unless they're on here, which ain't very often.
Oh, so you claim the Bills more than the others here?
No, I mean, I don't never get to see none of them because they all New York teams.
Yeah, let's say you're on the, I was gonna say you're on the other side. I'm like, no, you're not. You gotta go across the one lake. Then you gotta go through Michigan. Then you gotta go through Canada a little bit, and then you'll be in New York. Right? Am I right geographically? I gotta go through.
It depends on what part of New York I go to. I mean, I could just drive straight through, and I would end up. I mean, there's two ways. There's two ways I could go, and then I could two ways I could go to get to New York, and one would end me up in going the way the Greyhound takes me, which is an extra long way, and that would be through Chicago, Indiana, Cleveland, and then down through Buffalo, and then I could go down through Jamestown and through Elmira.
Have you ever gone to Canada to get to New York?
No, I haven't.
You ain't gonna spurt along that Canadian border and then fly and then get
No,
back on.
no, I've
Like,
never gone near the Canadian border to get through to New York ever.
have you gone to Canada to get some beer before?
I've never been to Canada, dude. I
That'd
got a passport because I was supposed to do a wrestling show in Canada once, but that shit just went right by the wayside. Like the rest of my shows did. All these people tell me that they want me to run shows with them, and then it never happens. They all end up getting pissed away somehow, some way, somehow.
oh, so no Canada burn. Oh,
Nope, nothing in or from
not
Canada
even no
ever.
Canadian bacon. Not
It's
even no
just, it's just
sir. No sir.
nope,
No moose. Huh.
nope, nothing.
I had McRib from Canada before. That was actually really weird. Really interesting. They sell McRibs like it's nothing in Canada. I ain't think they even have it that much of that, but they find it. All right. Oh my god. I know you gotta watch the chamber, but
I
I'm
don't know if I'm going to now because I mean, first of
you
all,
gotta
I
watch
think
unless
First of all, I think watching a pre and post. I mean, watching a post show is all right because you get to see the media thing if they show it. But watching the pre show and watching whoever it is, whether it be uh Booker T or whether it be Michael Cole and Joe Tess or Corey Graves or whoever, that watching that shit for 2 hours like Keith wanted to do yesterday, that whole thing is just boring to me. And I don't even think they watched it because Nate was trying to link Keith to something and he Keith couldn't see no link or nothing, so I'm not even sure if it happened.
I don't know, and I don't watch that pre-show either. I don't. This ain't
I think. I mean.
ain't
I mean. I mean, if it's like AEW and they show matches like during 0 hour or doing or the thing on TNT, then I'll watch it because it's got matches on. But
yeah. Mix of talking
if
anyway.
they if they just talking, then I'm not gonna watch it. It's not worth my time. It's boring.
Yeah, too much yapping. Too much yapping. I'm like, bro, no. I don't need no expert
I
analysis
mean,
on four
That's
matches.
just that's just like Keith. When we was talking, I think either during the week, this week or last week, when I was talking about TKO and this and that and the ticket prices and he was like, it doesn't. I don't care. No, da 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 da.
As
As
long as
long
you
as I
got
get to watch wrestling,
I'm like, oh, I
to
like,
eat to each their own. But if it's gonna get boring to me, then or if it's gonna affect my going to a show, and I realize I'm in an area to where I have more of a chance to go to a show than somebody like Keith, because Keith lives in an area where he doesn't get to go, where he might not get to go to a show very often. I don't know, only because I've never been to the area that he lives in. But me, like for instance, in July, I don't know if you watched New Japan, but the G1 is gonna be here for one night, and you better bet your ass I'm gonna go to it, come hell or high water, because New Japan is the best wrestling in the world.
I'll say
It's
when I
better
did
than
go to New Japan, I'll say the last time with the New Japan, the one time with the New Japan show, the price was pretty decent, and I had a pretty good seat. So I'll say
exactly.
the
And
prices.
and even when I went to WWE shows when Vince was in charge, the prices were decent. And when I went to a house show, with WWE. The prices were decent, and and the show was more personal, more personable when it was a house show compared to when it was TV.
At least you got a little bang of your buck. You got some pre-show and you got a mix of a full like it was eight
And
nine
see,
nights when I went to
people disagree all the time that they don't want Vince to buy it back, even if he has a choice,
I guess.
because because of the wrestlers or performers or however you want to talk about it, because the 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 mood is gonna change backstage, and all the wrestlers are gonna shut down, and the everything else. It don't matter.
I think
Vince
the
is gonna
morale.
fire half the roster because he doesn't like them, including Punk. Triple H got to go. Now I was having an argument with this dude this morning who thinks he's an expert just like everybody else do, but he ain't Jack. He
Right.
thinks that
Hold on a
Dwayne is
second.
gonna take over for Triple H, or he should by the
All
end
right.
of the year.
All right, man. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Let me show some more cards while D'Lo is gone to try and keep everybody's attention while we're here. So here are some more cards that I got from the same person. We're gonna try and get through this before he get back. Actually, you know what? I got a little stash right here. Y'all know who this is, right? Y'all know Walter Payton. Come on. This is I believe a 87 record breaker. So while y'all know that Walter Payton broke a record, right? The question is which record is it, because Walter Payton broke a whole lot of records. Which record did he break? Let's see. Most rushing touchdowns in a career in 1987. It might be broke by now. I didn't pay attention, but back then he had the most rushing touchdowns in a career back in '87. Let's see how many cards I can get through before D'Lo gets back. Bo Jackson, Bo knows, Bo knows football. This is a 1990 score. 1990 score, Bo Jackson. Everybody. By the way, for people that want to know, we also sell and trade baseball, football, and basketball cards. Check us out on Great Scott Sports Cards on all social media platforms: TikTok, Facebook, X, anywhere you can find us. We will be there, and we will talk about sports cards. Even if you just wanted to talk about sports cards, you can also find us on YouTube. We have several YouTube channels. We have the YouTube channel that we're live on right now. The future is now. We also have the Great Scott Sports Card YouTube channel and Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, where we sell wrestling collectibles. And then we're going to be joining up with the Most Excellent Entertainment YouTube channel and network, and we're going to be making quite Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Forget that. Um, just come check us out on social media, and we can talk about sports cards. We could talk about sports. We could talk about wrestling. We could talk about wrestling collectibles. We could talk about whatever you want. Damn, I hear him come back. I think real quick. This is another Bo Jackson. I think this is a 89, 1989 Topps Bo Jackson. And next, I think we have, what do we have next? Oh, we'll get into some more later, folks. But now we have D'Lo back.
What you showing now? Showing off some cards.
Yeah, I figured we show some stuff off while you was gone.
Alright. What we talking about for? Oh, Chamber. Yeah, that shit was ass, man. Hear me good. That shit was a 2-pack of ass, bro. It's not as bad as
All right.
Survivor Theory, but it's in that border too.
So basically we talking. That shit got like 2 cents.
Yeah, man. We got we got $1 match. We got $1.50 match. $2. I guess the highs was $2.20. That's how high it was on the scale, and that was honestly
$2.20.
yeah, $2.20 was the highest that I got.
That was the whole pay-per-view, $2.20.
I would say yeah. Cause
Damn.
yeah, because there was only a couple positives. There was only 2 positives.
All right,
Two
what was it? What was the 2 positives?
Randy Orton winning, and
I thought Randy Orton didn't win.
he won. Yes, thank goodness he won. He finally won something for once.
What did he win?
He won the chamber.
Wait, I'm tripping because somebody told it's all over the place that Cody won.
Nah, Randy won. That dastardly Drew McIntyre was helping. Well, he helped cost Cody the chamber because the ending didn't make a lick of sense. Honestly,
Why not?
whoever operates that door needs to be fired. Because how the heck they let that door open for 5 minutes? The last 5 minutes of the show, the door was open.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
It's not supposed to be.
that's what I'm saying. At the Logan at the Javon, no, it was at the Trick got eliminated. The door was open the rest of the match. You know what I'm saying? And you know, had this some Masked Man stuff. With the Masked Man,
I know that dude that was a masked man. I know that dude that's the masked man.
They had a decoy, and then they had the real unveiling, which was we all knew it was. Oh, Seth freaking Rollins. So, yeah. So he burned it down, cost Logan Paul, and then after that, the door was still open.
Now, see, everything you telling me is different than what I read this morning before we came on.
You gotta watch. The door was open the last 5 minutes of the show. I'm like, after
I believe
elimination,
you, dude. I believe you. I'm just saying.
It's supposed to be closed. That's the thing that just tripped me out. Like, why didn't they close the door after Trick got eliminated? And then before that, well, after that,
Maybe it was maybe it was supposed to be that way. Maybe that was in the script. Who knows? They be doing that shit.
It definitely wasn't a script, and that's some dumb shit. Like, bro, close the door. At least have the motherfucker stop the door or like say, hey, referee, get in that damn door. Let me get in there. Like fight the ref or something. You know what I'm saying? They just let it open like it was the
And
back
now,
door.
and now, and now, I did hear that sometime before, now after the Rumble, after the Chamber ended and WrestleMania, Cody's gonna win the title back from Drew, and I'm not buying that
Well, on the post
because it would
show,
make more sense.
Aldis did announce that Cody and Drew are going to happen for the WWE title on Friday on SmackDown. And I'm like, I'm thinking that might be where.
Again?
Yes.
Because
I ain't talking about.
it would make more sense for Randy to go against Cody than it would for Randy to go against Drew. That's the
So
only
we
reason
all
why I could think. That's the only reason why I could think that they would do that. Only reason.
this man about to be a 3-time W champion in 2 years.
Yep. All right,
Nasty.
let's move on to something else.
Yeah,
Because we talk about wrestling on Roundtable all the time.
that's nasty, man.
We need to get up to a 22 piece. We need some more subscribers.
Hey, 22. We got at least we got 22. 22.
We got 21. We asked for 20 piece. We got 21.
Shit's better than 19 piece.
y'all want to hook up? Y'all want to hook us up? Hook us up and come on our other channel and hook us up there. Great Scott Sports Cards. We could use some more subscribers and some more viewers.
Yeah, let me
It
get
don't
a
make no
19
sense.
piece.
It don't make no sense. Y'all come on here and watch our videos and our shorts, but you don't come on Great Scott and view our view the same exact shorts. Maybe that's because we got the same joints on the same pages or same channels.
Same managers, different channels.
Yep.
Let me get a 19 piece. 19
Let me get a 50 piece.
Oh God. That's a lot of chicken.
What did dude say? You ever see Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
You seen all of them?
Yeah, I seen all of them. Yeah.
What did Tyrese say in the second one? We hungry.
Yeah, we hungry.
We hungry.
Yeah. Man, let me get some. Damn, I do want some chicken now. Damn, I am hungry now. I want some chicken now.
For real.
I really want some chicken now. Yo, Wingstop. Wingstop.
I'm broker than a broke dick dog. I ain't getting no chicken. I don't give a shit how many pieces. I ain't getting no one piece. Hell with a 50 piece. I ain't getting no one piece.
I do miss working at Wingstop low key because I be getting chicken like a mug. I used to get chicken like that.
For
I used to
real?
bring chicken home, man.
Man, it was the same way when I used to work at all them food places. Don't matter if it was McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut. How do you think I got to look like this?
Hey, yo, I forgot. Speaking of Pizza Hut, the Pizza Hut I used to work at, that joint was closed down permanently. Yo, I left there in November, and I never heard from them because I was trying to get my taxes. So I was trying to get my taxes. Yeah, I kept calling. They didn't give me no information. So I called, I think it was last Saturday or last Friday to see if they was still open. And I looked it up and it said permanently closed. I said, damn, they felt that bad?
Yep.
They felt that bad that they closed?
Probably because you left.
Yeah.
Probably because all that food you took from them, D.
I bought it for extension circumstances. It went to a good cause. It went to a charitable cause.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Me and my friend's stomach.
Yeah. That's a charitable cause, all right. See my
charitable
charitable cause, goddammit.
I don't know how you gonna feel about that because that joint gonna be a little. It's gonna be a little.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
you
little.
better call that
Like,
corporate office then.
I'm calling it, yo. It's like a roundabout for them. I call the corporate office in Kentucky. I call the corporate office in Maryland. I call them in Texas, and they talking about stuff that happened in 2021, 23, 22. Like, bro, we're in 2026. Why we talking about things way back yonder? I'm like,
You
what we
said
doing?
yonder.
Like, what we doing? Get me in
You
this
you
year.
all, if the only one you need to contact is the one in Maryland. If you worked in Maryland, the only one you got to contact is the one in Maryland. You don't got to be calling all them other ones.
Yo, they told me when I called the one in Maryland, they told me call the one in Kentucky. When I called the one in
That's
Kentucky,
crazy.
they called the one in Texas. Like, yo,
That's
which one is
crazy. They just
so
trying to
it's a
give you
bigger
they
one.
just trying to give you the damn runaround, dude. That's
Right,
it.
right. They made me go all those places without having to go to places physically. I don't understand. But yeah, they fell
They
off,
just
man.
trying to make somebody else deal with it so you didn't have to.
And I hate that there's no people you can talk to. It's an automatic machine.
It's all automatic. It's all automated.
I'm
It'd
like,
be pissing
can
me
I
off.
talk to a person? Can I talk to a person? And the
For
one
real.
person I got to talk to, they say, "Oh yeah, call up offices in your state," and I did. And this is the one in Texas. I did call the one in my state. And they have that. They said call to Kentucky, and there's they ain't know what to do. So it's like, damn it. So them taxes,
So
man.
you know what we need to do? We need
Ugh.
to build up our stuff enough to where you can get paid to be a podcaster.
That's what I'm trying, man. That's why I'm trying on my own stuff. I'm trying to build up. Hate that SoundCloud is expensive because they got a lot of my old episodes on there, and I'm trying to transfer them to the
Where at?
Podbean on SoundCloud. That's where I started on, but I got away from that because it got a little expensive.
How
So
do you
that's why I went to
transfer it?
guy. It's a link that you got on on SoundCloud, and you can transfer to the one in your Podbean, and then you can sync the episodes to it. So that's why I've
You
been
know
doing.
all you got to do if Keith is right, all you got to do is get a YouTube downloader and download different shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Like
from.
what I might do is I might send you the downloader and see if you can download our old episodes from Tyler and put it on our own YouTube channel once we create the Roundtable Wrestling YouTube channel.
I remember the one that we had way back, like a couple years back, 1 year back.
Yeah, that's the one that Tyler did. He
That's
put he put all those
videos and lives. Yeah, I remember that.
videos and lives on his YouTube channel, and then we got some we got some old YouTube episodes on Kiss Radio too.
Yeah, I seen a couple on Kish. I seen some of the episodes on Kish. Yeah.
I've got some of them, but there's also Keith said he had some from this year, but there's some that I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna have. There's gonna be some gaps, just like when Keith said. There's gonna be some gaps of most excellent entertainment as well. I told Keith, I said we could just shove all that shit to D'Lo. He know how to do that shit. He know how to edit or he's learning how to edit if Tyler doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, the only thing that's killing me is the space. I wish I had my other laptop. That joint broke. If I had more space.
What kind of space you talking about?
No, computer space. Because this is only harvest 16. My this Chrome.
You talking about you need like a hard drive space?
Yeah, hard drive space or gigabytes. Because they only got 16, and then the system already covers like 10 or 10.6. And it be counting sometimes.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah, all right. All right,
So we done for today?
yes,
Or you want to keep? Yeah, we fitting to hit 2 hours, dude.
yeah, it's two
We
hours
sitting
now.
here bullshitting for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's BS. All right.
All right, so that's it for today. Make sure you check out the D-Lo show. Make sure you check out Great Scott Sports Cards. We on YouTube. We on TikTok. We on Facebook. We on IG, Instagram. We on Threads. We got some big things coming up. Make sure you check out um, Facebook. I made a post last night. I put it on Threads. I put it
All right.
everywhere. We got some big news coming. We're gonna need some help. So obviously some experience is gonna be needed. Check us out for that. If you wanna help us out, come check us out. Hit us up. We'll let you know what kind of help we need. For we appreciate you coming back to the future with us. We'll be back next week. We always live on the tube. I'm not sure what's going on, how much longer we gonna be on live with Kiss Radio. Um what's going on, what they got going on. But for today, we appreciate as always our producer, Sizzle. Mad love out to you. We did, or at least we thought we did what you wanted us to do.
Yes.
Thank you for everything. Um, until next week. He's D-Lo. I'm Big Ton. We're out.
Be
Peace.
well. Be well.
Be
Stay safe.
safe.
Survive the dance. We'll see you around the next dance. End the stream.